My name is Jade. I am 28 years old and I live in Burton, New Brunswick. I live with cystic fibrosis and I've had two double lung transplants. I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when I was 6 months old. I remained quite healthy actually until I was, a teenager. And I started getting frequent lung infections, which led to deterioration of my lungs and permanent scarring. And ultimately, I needed to start the process for a double lung transplant. I was 18 when that started. I wasn't listed for my transplant until 2015 when I was 21. When I ended up in the hospital at the end of February of last year, I was sitting in my room one night and I said to Ben, like, I've got this pain in my side. I thought maybe it was my kidney because I have kidney issues. Over the hour, basically, it just got worse. We need to go to the hospital. I'm very glad that I trusted my instincts and I went because I don't remember a whole lot after that, except waking up in the ICU. And I had an ECMO line that was taking the blood out of my body, oxygenating it in a machine, and then sending it back in because my lungs were so sick they couldn't do it, even with supplemental oxygen. The moving away is difficult, especially for people who are either single or are just, dating somebody. You have to have at least one support person with you to even be listed. And to be listed, you have to live in Ontario, which means you have to relocate. So there is kind of like a domino snowball effect there. But to be told like you need to have a transplant, but you have no one who can just leave their life behind and go for an unknown period of time and live with you, that fear, and it's a very real thing. Like there have been patients who've died because they don't have a support team or a support person who can be with them. And that's terrifying. I give my mother credit for my philosophy of life and how I live. She'd always say, be the light you want to see in the world, find the silver lining in everything. Just don't stop finding the positivity because the negative is just so much easier to let in and to just be mad about every curveball life throws you. But if you do that, your mental health is just as important and part of your life as your physical health. And you can so easily let your mental health affect your physical health. You just need to keep the positivity going, find that momentum and just keep it going. On the psychological side of things, the Lung Association has been a great help, a great resource. Information available again on places to live and how to properly relocate and to make sure that you've applied for certain insurances and coverages and things with vital air and oxygen companies. There's been a lot of resource help as well as financial.